Hey everybody, this is Christian Boyer with TurnDial. Today I wanted to do a quick overview of our newest mobile app called vMobileConnect. As you know, we're a cloud-based voice over IP provider, and our goal is to help businesses and employees be more productive and essentially work from anywhere. So this mobile app is designed to be more reliable, more stable, and is to be used in conjunction with either a desk phone that can be in the office or at your home, or the web phone, which would be utilized on the laptop. We realize that sometimes you're not able to be stationary, so the mobile app comes into play when you're on the road, you're traveling, you're going for a walk, whatever the scenario may be, helps keep you connected. So the first thing that's going to happen is if you're a new account, you're going to get a welcome email. It's going to say your new phone system account. It's going to come from this address, do not reply at mg.5060.cloud. It's going to have our TurnDial logo. It's going to have your name. It's going to show your login name. This is the login you'll use for the web phone as well as the mobile app, and it'll show your extension number. Okay, so what you'll do upon getting this welcome email is you're going to hit this complete setup button. Now, some of you may just be upgrading your app from the GoVoIP app or some other app that we provide. And if that's the case, you don't necessarily need the welcome email. The username and password oftentimes are going to be the same, so you won't have to go through this process. But I'm going to set up my new password. And this is your voicemail pin. This is how you'll check voicemail from your desk phone. So I'm just going to save this. Okay, it's going to take me to this main screen. This is a screen that it's a little bit different, but essentially this is the screen that you'll use to access your web phone. So you can come in here and you would go into the web phone section. So I'm going to log out of this. Okay, so now that I established my password and I was given my username by my admin, I'm going to go into the App Store. So if you have an Apple, it'll be the App Store. If it's an Android, it'll be the Google Play Store. And I'm just going to search apps. So the apps you'll search for is going to be vMobileConnect. Okay, all one word. And it's going to be this one right here, the blue and purple, the vMobileConnect. So I'm going to download that. Okay, and then I'm just going to open it up. It's going to ask me for my username, which was in that welcome email that I just got. It's going to ask for my password. And then I'm going to sign in. Okay. And now we're going to go through a little overview of some of the initial settings that the app's going to run you through. So it's going to ask if you would like to be sent notifications. We recommend that you allow that to happen so that you get missed call alerts, new voicemail alerts, things like that. So I'm going to hit allow. It's going to ask if you'd like vMobileConnect to access your contacts. So hitting OK on this will basically take any contact you have stored locally on your smartphone, either your Android or your iPhone, and it'll drag them into the app. And this way you can search through your contact list and you can place calls to external contacts and send the business name and the business number. So I'm going to hit OK for that. So that's it. And we're going to do an overview of the app itself. All right. So if you see here on the app, okay, at the very bottom is going to be your taskbar. To the bottom left is the quick dial tab. So as you can see, this is everybody in the office: Christian Boyer, Hulk Hogan, Mick Jagger, Oprah Winfrey. So as you can see, it shows presence. Christian and Mick and Oprah, they're not on a call at the moment. Hulk Hogan is on a call. It's indicated that way with the little green colored icon. And as you can see, it says on call. Okay, so that's the quick dial tab. I'm using this web phone over to the left just for demo purposes, just to help with things. So I'm going to end that call. You can see Hulk Hogan. I have Hulk Hogan pulled up over here on the web phone 103. Hulk Hogan is now off a call. Okay, if you see a phone ringing, it's going to show over here that Hulk Hogan is ringing and Mick Jagger is ringing. So Hulk Hogan is calling Mick. So they're either dialing or getting a call at the current moment. And then if and when somebody picks up, it'll turn green and it'll show that they're on a call. So via the quick dial, you'll get the presence, and then you can also dial that person quickly. So if I wanted to call Mick Jagger, I just push his name. When you initially set it up, it's going to ask if you want to allow vMobileConnect to access your microphone. You're going to need to do that to place calls. So I'm going to hit OK. So now Mick Jagger picked up. We're talking for 6 seconds. Okay, I'm going to end this call. All right, so that's the quick dial. Over to the right Next to quick dial is history. So you can see I just made a call to Mick Jagger. He answered it. Okay, I don't have any missed calls, but I'll make one here. So I'm going to go back to Hulk Hogan, and I'm going to dial Christian Boyer. So you can see I'm getting an incoming call from Hulk Hogan. It's ringing on my vMobileConnect. So that vMobileConnect audio is the indicator that I'm getting a work call. It's going to show the caller ID, name, and number, so I can differentiate between personal calls and work-related calls. So I'm going to hang up that call quick. You can see I got the notification that I had a missed call. Hulk Hogan at 11:03, I missed that call. So that's your call history. You're going to see all your incoming, outgoing, and missed calls. The button up top here to the top right, you can export your call history, which is nice. Okay, and you can toggle between all your calls or your missed calls. To the right of the call history is the keypad. Okay, relatively self-explanatory. If I wanted to call someone, I can call them right from the dial pad. So if I wanted to call our office, call one of the guys at the office, 655-1062. Okay, and then I just hit this little phone icon down at the bottom, and it'll initiate the call to our office. Okay, the call is ringing, and then when they answer, the timer will start. So I'm just going to end this call. You can also quickly add someone as a contact. So if I type their number in and I want to add them quickly as a contact, I just hit add to contacts right there. Okay, I can create new contact or add to existing, and then that person can be found in my contact directory on the app. So I'm going to move over to the right of the keypad and show you your contacts. Up at the top, you'll see you have an address book and you have web service. Your address book are all your contacts stored locally on your iPhone or Android. We drag them in, and that way, if I wanted to call Al, I could just click that phone button right there and call Al. If I wanted to text Al, I'd hit the little chat bubble and text him. The video is only enabled if you're using our video conferencing services. So that's something to discuss with your admin. But you can also search up top here. So I'm going to quick type in a name. I'm going to type in Mike Kozak. Okay, now I can call him by just pushing this. It's going to dial this happens to be his cell phone number. It's going to dial that. Okay, I'm going to hang up. If I wanted to text Mike Kozak, okay, and I can click on his name to see what number I would be texting or calling, but I'm going to hit back. And if I want to text him, I'm just going to hit the little chat bubble. Okay, and I'll say, hey, Mike. I can add an attachment over here, or I can hit this little paper airplane and hit the send button. Okay, so I'm going to hit the send button. So now I have SMS and texting enabled from my app. Not all of you will, but that's something you can discuss with your admin. We can enable that for you. Okay, so those are your global contacts. Generally, they're going to be external numbers, 10-digit numbers, things like that, cell phone numbers, work numbers. To the right of the address book is your web service. That's everybody in the company. Okay, so those are your colleagues. So if I click on Hulk Hogan, Hulk Hogan's extension 103, I can call him or I can message him. So in addition to SMS and texting external numbers, you can also do internal chat. So I'm just going to call Hulk Hogan. I happen to have the web phone up on the left-hand side. So I'm going to call Hulk Hogan by hitting the little phone icon. Now you can see over here, Hulk Hogan's getting a call from Christian Boyer. So I'm just going to end that call. Pretty self-explanatory. I can also hit the chat bubble and chat with Hulk Hogan. Hey, Hulk. So I'm going to go back to the contacts real quick. I'm going to hit the back button up top here. In addition to the address book and the web service, you can also create new contacts with this little plus icon on the top right. So if I wanted to add a new contact, I could add in Christian Boyer, TurnDial. I can add his phone, 484-655-1061. And then I hit done. And now in my address book, if I type in Boyer, I'll have a few different Christian Boyers that pop up. I can click on the name to see what there's no number on that one. So there's no phone icon, but the one in the middle here, I can click on that and see what number I would be calling. Okay. And again, it presents the business name and number. That's going to be the contact section. To the right of the contact are your messages. Okay. So these would be any and all text messages and SMS, MMS messages that you'd be having, as well as any internal chat. So you can see here, if there's a contact stored, a name associated with a number, the name of the person will populate in your messages. So you can see some of them are unread, some of them are read. So Oprah and Mick and Hulk, they're on the system. So I get the name, that's an internal chat. But this 484-319-8834, that's an external number. I can easily go into the thread and text back. Okay, add an attachment if I want, hit send. Or I can initiate a new text message. So if I hit this message up here, I can send a text to 484-655-1061. Obviously, you can see I have that number stored as a contact. So I can click on the contact, or I can just hit this done button up here. And then it knows, okay, I'm all done. If I wanted to add another number to it, I would hit the little plus icon right here, and I can set up a group text message. Okay, same concept. I can add the number, or I can just add a contact. So once I hit done up at the top right, the text body where I'm going to put the wording in on my text message is going to pop up. So down at the bottom here, I'm going to type hello, and I can hit send. Okay. All right, so that's the messaging section. To the right of the messaging is your voicemail. So I'm going to click on the voicemail tab. So as you can see, it's going to show me my new. I can toggle between new, saved, or trashed messages. So I'm going to stick to new. You'll see here, I can play the message. I can forward the message to somebody else in the company. I can save the message, or I can put it in the garbage can. It's going to give me the date and time and the caller ID. So these happen to be internal calls, but it would show me the caller ID, name, and number of the 10-digit number as well. And it's going to transcribe that message. So I can click on it to play it. Okay, or I can just put it in the garbage. That's a general overview of the tabs down at the bottom here. There is one other thing I want to show you guys, and that's just the settings of the app. Okay, so if you go to the keypad, which is generally the home screen, up at the top right, looks like a piece of paper. If you click on it, it's going to take you into this account setup. That's just going to show you your username and password. You're not really going to mess with that. But if you go into the preferences, you have a few options here. So one of the options that's popular with people is changing the ringtone, so that not only do you see that a call is coming in on your vMobileConnect, you can hear it. It'll be a different ring than what your iPhone sounds like. So you can change the ringtone or the text tone. So that's relatively popular. You really don't mess a whole lot with any of these other settings, the network settings, or any of these sound settings. Everything is designed for optimal call quality. You want to leave these default settings as such. Okay. So the last thing that I wanted to show you would be the do not disturb. So if you're in the office and you have a desk phone, or you're working stationary from your web phone, and you don't want this mobile app to ring, all you have to do is up at the top here, you'll click this vMobileConnect button, and you can see it. Previously, it showed me a number up here. It was 2. So now that I cleared those voicemails, that's just an indicator of your notifications that there were 2 new voicemails. Now that I cleared the voicemails, the notification goes away. So I'm just going to click on this vMobileConnect, and then I just have to enable my do not disturb, and now my app won't ring. And when I'm back, if I'm on the road, I can turn my do not disturb off, okay, and it'll be off. The final thing would be logging out of the app. So if you ever wanted to log out of the app, you can go back into this preferences section, okay, which is the little piece of paper up at the top right, and you would just hit reset application, and it would reset, and it would clear everything, okay? You generally don't want to log out of the app. You want to use the do not disturb, and then that way you're not going to lose your call history or anything like that. Okay, so hopefully you found this video helpful. If you have any questions or concerns, you can email support@turn-dial.com. You can also call us at the office at 484-655-1060. I hope you all have a great day.